Also, we've got this pretty wild divorce settlement between Christina Haack and Josh Hall, and oh boy, it's loaded with details. Josh ended up with some serious assets, homes in Tennessee and California, a bunch of vehicles including that classic 1970 Chevelle, a DeLorean, and even a vintage Dodge.
Yeah.
Plus, he snagged a $300,000 one-time payout and kept his bank account and company interests.
Wow, that's quite the haul on his side. And Christina, well, she wasn't exactly left empty-handed either, right?
Exactly. Christina kept her Newport Beach mansion along with several properties in Tennessee, full control over her business and her own bank accounts. Though, interestingly, she had to give up a 2022 Bentley, while managing to secure a Polaris RZR and a couple of 2021 GMC Yukons, along with 4 quads.
Yep.
It's like each of them got their own special mix of real estate, vehicles, and cash.
I see. It's a fascinating balance. But don't you think it's a bit uneven that Josh got all those vintage vehicles while Christina mostly held on to the real estate?
That's a good point. I mean, on one hand, Josh's collection feels like a nod to his personality, vintage, classic, sort of a flex. But then Christina's clearly focused on long-term stability with her properties and business. It's almost,
True.
like comparing a collector's show to a solid investment portfolio.
Right. And speaking of personal moves here, didn't Josh make some pretty pointed remarks on Instagram after the settlement came out?
Yeah, he absolutely did. He posted a picture with a horse, all hyped up about being a free man, and threw in a zinger suggesting that Christina was after, well, constant public validation. It really highlights how personal the fallout is beyond just numbers on paper.
I have to say, though, while his post is attention-grabbing, it might seem a bit, outsized for a divorce dispute. Isn't there a risk that such public comments could backfire?
That's a solid critique. Publicly airing personal grievances might win some temporary clout, but it can also amplify drama in a way both sides might regret later. Christina even mentioned, sort of, that she wished she'd signed a prenup, quipping that he wanted to retire off her. It's a tangled mix of personal feelings, legal moves, and a hefty dose of public relations.
And that whole secret marriage in 2022 only adds to the intrigue, doesn't it? The secrecy definitely seems to have heightened the stakes.
Absolutely. The secret wedding, the messy divorce filings, and then this high-profile split, it's like a real-life reality TV episode. Everything from the asset division to those Instagram posts shows that both parties are using their settlement as a platform to shape their public narratives.
Yeah, so ultimately, it's not just about splitting property, it's about, redefining personal identity in the public eye after a big breakup.
Exactly. It's a dynamic intersection of finance, personality, and media. Both Christina and Josh walked away with assets that reinforce their values, one leaning more on tangible investments like real estate and business control, and the other, well, leaning on vintage style and personal flair. And that's what makes it so compelling in today's celebrity culture.
Indeed, it's a reminder that in high-profile divorces, every asset and every comment is a statement. Thanks for such an engaging breakdown.
Anytime, it's always a treat to dive into these layered stories where money, personal drama, and public personas all intersect.